Hey, it's Harry from Groove Loops and welcome back to the ongoing series showing you what most drummers don't, where I show you everything that you don't really see. My training routine, seeing the process behind tuning my drums and recording them, and a bunch of other stuff including courses, mini lessons during the videos, and also just seeing my overall story from the very start of this whole series. But if you're new here, I suggest you go back to part 1 and make your way through the series. See you on the other side. The plan. Number 1, show you one of our subscribers' practice suggestions for kick speed. Number 2, tune the drum kit as a whole and practice recording it ready in time for the studio. First of all, let's remind ourselves of the exercise. First of all, it's 4 bars of quarter notes, followed by 4 bars of eighth notes, and then this is cycled for 2 minutes. You can then repeat this 7 to 8 times, increasing speed by around 5 beats per minute, but I've found a good range to be 5 to 10 beats per minute. Now let's get into the exercise. First stage is heel to toe technique. I'm in the BPM range now where I will need to change my technique, so I'm going to change it to the toe to heel technique so I can access those higher BPMs. Now the second stage. mini side quest. Actually, I'm just gonna talk for a bit in between, just to keep you entertained. So we just saw the transition from heel to toe into toe to heel, where I got to 125 beats per minute heel to toe, and then I had to go to toe to heel above that, and I got to 135 beats per minute now. And now I'm gonna go into my swivel / Merler technique. One thing I want to ask to all the drummers is, who else has tension problems when they're trying to increase their overall speed? I think it's a natural part of playing a physical instrument, a bit like weight training. You have to push your muscles to a certain point so that the next day or day after, your muscles can have adapted, and that sort of scientific stuff. If anyone knows any scientific stuff, comment down below. So of course it is a part of it, but if anyone's got any tips out there to help relaxation aside from playing slower, drop them in the comments. And then finally, my technique, which doesn't really have a name, but I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's go and get it. One final thing before we get into it, something that's very, very important, is rest. If you're training the muscles in any shape or form, we all know that we have to rest. It's like if we go for a run, for a long run, we have to rest, it has to happen. So take enough rest where if you feel tension, take 2-3 minutes off, do some stretching and that sort of thing, and then get straight back into it. Just a little thing to keep in your mind. Let's go and get it. Oh my gosh. Who cares? Tensing. Whoa, that was a bit of a train wreck. But what you did see was me playing for a longer period of time at that higher speed. It was 145 beats per minute. The main thing what this does, it gives us an idea of whether these techniques are effective or not. And it shows us that they are effective because I'm doing it. I'm doing on the cusp of progression, and it's great. We're looking forward to the future ahead. But now it's time to break down nice and slowly what I was just doing then, and just explain everything, just break down the process. So let's go have fun. So let's break down the kick pedal first, and then we'll see how that looks all together at a slower speed. So first of all, guys, we've got the out and in motion. Out. So that's the swivel technique. So basically I get 2 strokes for every 1 stroke. So I go out and then in. So you can see on the backward motions, I get a second chance to rebound the beat. So I go out and then backwards, down, backwards, backwards, down, backwards. The second part to it is more of a Merler technique. But it's easier if you can do it with your hands. Out and down, out and down. So you sort of crane this sort of shape. Try to see it in the foot. Yeah, so I got the up and then down, up, down. In terms of timing, we can think of the first outer motion as the 1, and then we can think as the toes as the and. So let's go back to that and I'll just describe it to you. So that's 1, and then that will be the and. So if I add the other notes in, be 1, E, and then and, 1, E, and, 1, E, and, So that was the mini lesson for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to play it all in context now with the hands as well. Let's have a short snippet of that. Let's go. You know, the thing I'd love for this YouTube channel to turn into is just a community of drummers who just want to excel on their own progression and help others along the way. Having said that, let's cut to the next scene. We have the drum kit set up with mics. I'm just going to experiment in the living room first of all because I'm not able to get into the studio just yet. I'll be able to get into next week. So there's a bit of a delay. What I'm going to do now is going to do a before and after for tuning. So tuning is a really important part. And at the moment I want to get the ringing out of the snares. So I don't want any buzzing from the tom-toms. So that's what I'm going to do. It's official, I've got the drums tuned. The relationship between the high tom and the snare drum isn't quite right. The snare drum is just buzzing too much when the high tom rings. So I just need to analyze that. But here is the recording of the drums tuned. I can play better than what I just showed you because I hate playing when I know there's people who are listening and I don't like the idea of someone going, ugh, why is he playing now? That sort of thing. You know, I think it's all part of the reason why I'm making these videos anyway. It's sort of like so I can look back as a timeline and also so people can view my own timeline as well to see that even though stuff can take time, life gets in the way, that sort of thing, that it is possible to achieve what you want to achieve. You've just got to keep going for it and put yourself out there a little bit. For a first take, I'm really pleased about that. We know now where our goals are, we know what we're aiming for, you guys know what I'm aiming for, and on that bombshell, keep drumming.
Awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on a pan. If you wanna touch Mount, please use caution.